Ever wonder how a tech startup with zero profit goes from an idea to a multi-billion-dollar company overnight? Ever wonder how investors and capital enterprises just happen to know what the next big app is going to be? There are thousands of developers out there creating apps that are unknown to us today, but will make a small, informed group of investors insane amounts of money tomorrow. Did you know there is a whole world of privately traded knowledge about the companies that are about to go public on the stock market? Did you know that there is software that tracks these companies and will allow you to get in on the ground floor of the tech world's next big buyout? Wait until you hear where this software came from. You simply won't believe it.
Hi, I'm Paul Reed. I'm 30 years old, and I can now honestly say that I'm one of the country's top investors in tech startups. I'm not from California. I didn't spend years in Silicon Valley learning how the startup world works. I didn't even go to school for business or computer engineering. I went to school for music. Yeah, I thought I'd be the world's next greatest guitar player, but instead I found myself in over $100,000 in debt from private loans for school. Not only that, I found myself left with a college degree in music that led to inconsistent jobs and income. I spent years living month to month, barely making rent in a crappy apartment. So I started teaching myself how to code simple computer software, hoping to get some kind of tech job. Well, I got pretty good at it. I got really good at it. I started making websites for friends. I started developing apps for fun. I even started creating my own software that could do some simple stock trading. Then one day I was watching Shark Tank and Chris Sacca was on as a guest shark. He went on talking about how he was an early investor in Instagram, Uber, Twitter, and Kickstarter. How did he get in so early on something so relatively unknown? How do these guys know what to invest in when I've never even heard of these companies? That's when I had the idea for TradeXConfidential. And now I'm finally releasing my proprietary software method with you. I'm going to explain to you how my weekly income went from $1,000 to nearly $60,000. I'm going to explain how I went from barely being able to scrape by to making millions of dollars every year. TradeXConfidential uses prediction analysis to test the market's newest companies and discover what startups have the most online traffic and interest before going public by scanning millions of Google searches and stock trades every millisecond. It has an algorithm that uses technology faster than any other trading software to refresh its searches, letting you see potential investments before anyone else. And the best part is, it's free. That's right. You literally have nothing to lose by trying it out. With a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have no reason not to try it out. The only thing we'll ask for is your statement every month so we can prove our profits. Here's how it works. Simply enter your email in the form below, and that will provide you a link to download your copy of TradeXConfidential. Next, follow through the sign-up steps to input your information into your profile. Once you've got your profile set up, you'll be making investments on tomorrow's biggest tech companies today. Listen, how many days do you sit on your couch watching Netflix, wondering how you could be making money instead? Well, now you can. And you can do it while you're watching Netflix. It's that simple. TradeXConfidential does the work for you. You tell it what to do, and it does it. Just to prove that these numbers are real, here's a look at my weekly TradeX statements. Look, just this past week, I made $13,855 on trades and investments that took me minutes to set up. I still can't believe this, but last month, I made over $245,000. It's funny to think that just last year, I was driving a '98 Corolla, and now I'm driving a 2016 Ferrari. I've built out this multi-million-dollar studio in my house, so I can record whatever I want, whenever I want. I want this to work for you, just like it worked for me. Come upstairs and I'll explain to you why you shouldn't be wasting your time with graduate business classes or even debt-heavy undergrad degrees. I'll show you how to make CEO-level pay without having any experience. This idea really took off when I heard Facebook had bought WhatsApp for $21.8 billion. I thought, how can I become an investor in these companies before they're bought out by the tech conglomerates? Well, it wasn't easy at first, but I finally came up with a unique coding operation that could track what company's website the conglomerates were looking at. In other words, this code will find the traffic overview of a company's website and reverse engineer the IP addresses to find out who was looking at it. Simply put, if the executives at Facebook spend a lot of time surfing the websites of small tech companies, odds are they're getting ready to make them an offer. So I tried it out for a while, made some tweaks, tested out some more specific search techniques, and voila! Finally, I started making an average of $10,000, $30,000, then $60,000 a week. Check this out. Look at that. $68,915, and that's in 1 week. I did this for about 2 years before feeling comfortable enough to share with everyone else. I wanted to work out the bugs and make sure it had a 100% success rate. You will not lose money with this software. Here's the deal. You can't make any money trading stocks or investing in companies that have already reached their peak. The real money is in investing before a company blows up. That's where the famous investors like Chris Sacca and Mark Cuban get their millions from. So quit wasting your money on bloated stocks with no room for real growth or profit. Buy low. Start trading early. What's been amazing about using the software is telling my friends about it. Here's some real people that have had huge success using the software. None of them spent hours researching stocks, studying indexes, or learning how to code. They simply let TradeX make them money.
Paul, you're the man. Finally, my wife and I are living in our dream home and have paid off both of our cars. We're constantly vacationing and living the lives we've always wanted. I spend just a few minutes a day using TradeX, but what shows up in my bank account now is exponentially more than what my full-time job used to pay. It's truly unbelievable. Thank you so much for telling me about this.
Hey, Paul. I can't believe it's been only 2 weeks since you told me about TradeXConfidential, because since then I've made over $7,300. This product has completely changed my life, and I've paid off my credit cards. Thank you so much.
Man, Paul, it seems like just yesterday that we were in my old garage writing songs and trying to be the next Rolling Stones. Now I own Kurt Cobain's old Gibson acoustic. I quit playing in lame bands for hardly any money, and I make an average of $15,000 every week just from using your software. TradeXConfidential has allowed me to live the rock star life I've always dreamed of, and it takes barely any time to use it. Thanks, dude. You rock.
Isn't that cool? These are my real friends that I've gotten to share my software with. It's dramatically changed all of our lives. We don't live in debt anymore. We don't have dead-end jobs anymore. We're rich, we're happy, and we put in just a few minutes a day to live like this. This is your chance to change your life. It doesn't matter how old you are, how experienced you are, or how much money you have. TradeXConfidential is free, easy, and absolutely will make you money. What are you waiting for? This is a no-risk, easy decision. Sign up right now and start investing for free. Still waiting? Okay, I'll make it even more interesting. The first 50 people to sign up for TradeXConfidential will get access to my next video, where I'll give my personal predictions and advice on my next big trade. Look, these spots are going to go fast. And the more saturated the market gets, the smaller the profits become. So get in before everyone else and start making the big money. This isn't an offer that will last forever. I'm making this software available for a limited time to make sure everybody using it has 100% success rate. So do not wait on this opportunity. This is your one chance to make the kind of money you've always dreamed of. Want to start investing like the big sharks? Sign up now. I'm making millions of dollars every year. Now I'm letting you get in on my secrets and techniques. So stop the Netflix binge, stop paying thousands of dollars on your degree, and stop wasting time. The form is right below, and it doesn't cost you a penny. The clock is ticking on this limited offer. Create your profile now and get familiar with TradeX Confidential. If you sign up now, I'll see you on the other side to help you grow your portfolio in just minutes. See you in a minute.
Ever wonder how a tech